Hello everyone, Tim here. Thanks very much again for everyone attending the little online demo we had last week or the other week. And thanks very much for emailing me your paintings from the event. Really nice to see. So this is just a short compilation of everyone's efforts and just a recap of the source scene. So Newquay in Cornwall and 3 fishing boats there in the harbour, and from a watercolour point of view we've got the background, from a painting and composition point of view we've got the background, we've got the middle ground, and I guess a little bit of foreground with those steps there. But it was an exercise in trying to simplify the scene using values in watercolour, decisions on what to exclude, what to include. So we made some decisions about the all of this paraphernalia over on the left hand side here. So yeah, let's take a look at your paintings. So this is Andres. Thanks very much for sending me your painting. So I love the bluish colours. The background is superb. Maybe sneak in a few bolder values, so a bigger, lighter. You've got it kind of on the top there, going the right way with the top there, but maybe a little bit lighter on the beach perhaps, and good figures, good boats. Just watch with the dry brush marks on the reflections. Maybe if they were done with a brush with more paint on it, you get a crisper little reflection marks around the water. But well done. So Cynthia, lovely scene. You've got the composition really good, very loose, not overworked at all. I like the colours that you've got on the background hill there, all the sort of motley greens and the granulation that you've got in there, superb. Maybe just watch on the perspective, these boats. There may be just a little bit, perspective isn't quite right, but we look as if they're a little bit too squashed together somehow. So maybe they were a bit more stretched out, but lovely figure, lovely figure. Great reflection as well, nothing overworked, and nice nice soft values. Yeah, well done, Cynthia. And let's take a look at the next one, E and B. So the values are good in this. Now these are good values, and we've got great background, not overcomplicated. Love the values that you've got on the top buildings there on the top of the hill, just right. Coming down darker at the base. These 3 boats, yeah, really well painted. The figure on the left hand side, yeah, watch, I'm not sure where on my painting with the figure, if that is your tape there, going down there, that figure is right on the edge, so maybe just watch that, trying to have a bit more space in here to put your figure somewhere like that, just to sneak it in from a composition point of view. Well done, Ian. And ENS, yeah, lovely. So quite loose. I like the way that you've done the sky. The sky almost merges in with the background hills there. I like the down the bottom left hand corner here. The lovely edges on the rooftops, Ian. Very good. Perhaps a little bit overworked with this area here, but it looks good. We've certainly got the effect of the scene. Yeah, here it doesn't look as if it's sort of water, looks like it's sort of somehow it's the continuation of the beach, but it doesn't matter. You capture the scene. The drawing and perspective are good, and I particularly like all the rough stuff at the top, the way that you've got all those effects up there, and these lovely rooftops catching the light. Well done. Jean, very good, Jean. Good drawing, good composition, lovely sunny scene as well. Captured the, particularly on the left-hand side here, the sun over there. Everything is well drawn, good values. Maybe on the road here we could just join up a little bit so it's not a complete line, just have it like a lost and found type line, but it's good. Rooftops catching some light as well. Reflections good as well. I made a mistake on my boat. This top here looks like it's sort of going uphill. I think you've done the same thing or similar thing. So maybe if the top of that boat was a bit like that, a bit more squashed in, a little bit more less deep. But lovely painting, good composition, well done, Jean. Marie. Yeah, lovely. Oh, I love these blooms that you've got into the background. That's just what watercolor should do. Now watch the overworking here, Marie, with these boats. Just a little bit too much. You've gone in sort of several layers on the reflections. Best if it can be done in one if you can. All these reflections here and this harbour wall reflection as well, so that yeah, it doesn't look too cluttered. But everything else is really good. Figure well painted. I love the sense of movement in that figure as well. Beautiful. Lovely. Well done, Marie. Richard. So yeah, now I would say here, Richard, just watch these white lines. I don't know whether that's your style, but these white lines appearing over the edges of the objects. Try and paint over them. But I love the background. Very nice. Perhaps we could have gone a bit darker or either lighter on the sky, make that sky lighter, and then the background would be darker. Yeah, I think definitely that whole sky element there, that was a bit lighter. That would be better. Boat's really well painted in your style, I can see. Maybe get a bit more movement in the reflections, just consider that. But nothing's overworked. Really good, nice composition. Well done, Richard. Susan. Yeah, lovely picture. I like the way that you've done all the waves here in the foreground. Lovely. Just watch a bit of the overworking of the background there. Try and do it sort of all in one. So lighter at the top, darker at the bottom, just so that you don't get too many hard edges appearing in there. Yeah, boats look all right. Certainly the two on the right look all right. Maybe this one here just doesn't look, if it had a squarer back end, that would be better. Lovely. Well done, Susan. Let's take a look. Zoe. Oh, lovely golden feeling to this. Very loose. I was going to say is the background overworked, but actually it sort of looks okay. I like all the effects that you've got of the different textures of the background, and that's where really where overworking you can get away with it. But lovely colours. On the reflections, now actually these reflections on the right hand side are really good. Maybe if the way you did those reflections there, if that was replicated with those boats, it would appear a little bit better. Yeah, lovely painting. I like the very top there, the effect that you've got there with the bits of blue. Got a bit of cool, bit of warm. Lovely. So those are all, I think those are all the paintings I've had. Let me just check. Yeah, that's all the paintings I had. Thanks very much indeed, and speak to you soon.